This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekick is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code SOUTHGATE to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed protector of the universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe, cosmically as Quasar.
Hello and welcome back to the Quantum Zone. It's the final part of our Infinity Gauntlet special. I am Phil. Joining me as always, Master of the Quantum Zone.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And Master of the Pectorals.
No. I am Matt. Tank Top Matt.
Tank Top Matt.
TTM.
We're living in a post-Spider-Man Far From Home world.
Some of us are.
Some of us are, yeah. Some of us haven't seen it. Will.
That's true.
Okay. But yeah, it was. Of course, it was number one. It was very good. I can't believe use us, Will. Matt, I can't believe they dropped that after Endgame, and the quality did not go down. You'd think maybe after Endgame they'd tone it down a little bit, but
take a breather, but no.
I mean, yeah, I mean the stakes weren't universal, but I mean it was still I was like, man, they didn't let up that much.
Yeah, it was pretty coherent the way that it all kind of flowed in,
and I love the connections to the Marvel universe, even that connection back to Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Get ready, Will.
Mm-hmm.
When I see it,
you'll dig it for sure.
Oh, but in breaking news, well, I don't know if for those of you who don't know, I recently guest starred on Ray's Into the Night Moon Knight podcast because we did a crossover with Ultimate Spider-Cast. But we may be able to get him on here next couple episodes. I sent him the list of what we're doing coming up.
Cool.
It looks like he was interested because he was like, wait, Thor next? He's like, oh, Herc's in that. He's like, oh, I might have to. Yeah.
Wait, not just Herc. Matt Kona Herc.
Conalese, yes. But, yeah, the only thing is if we to get him on here, we'd have to record either a Friday or a Saturday night because of the 14-hour time difference. So he could do either a Saturday or Sunday morning his time.
Yeah. Wow. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do it.
Make some concessions.
So maybe I'll see maybe next week or something. See if we'll
future tease.
Yes, everyone. The great Ray from Australia. He's an Australian accent. He talks like those Skrulls. And I'm not spoiling Will. His son's already spoiled that part.
Yeah.
Right.
Get that thing away from me. It's just a cat. No, it's not.
But and then I saw something else in my email today, and it had some scientific facts. I was thinking, you know what we should try to do on a regular basis to because Grunwald always had in the early issues of Quasar those science facts. We should try to do science facts.
Science sections, yeah, those were good. I like those.
Yeah, I got this newsletter from some crazy guy. Basically, I did not know this. Yeah, about the static on the TV.
Yes,
it's the visual representation of the background radiation left over from the Big Bang.
Wow.
Had to make it interesting since I skipped a week, but
I found it interesting.
Yep, the cosmic background radiation. It is kind of cool. It's all the light and the heat from the Big Bang have gradually cooled, and as they cooled, they shifted, and now they're that cosmic background radiation, which is just static, which you see on... Have any of you guys read Neuromancer by William Gibson? It's kind of like the first cyberpunk novel came out back in the 80s.
No.
I haven't read it. No.
It has probably one of the best first lines that lots of people always refer to. The first line of that book is, "The sky was the color of a dead channel." Which is a pretty awesome line, you know. But when I wrote that, I was like, I didn't write that line. When I wrote my newsletter, I was like, does anybody know what a dead channel is anymore? I mean, everything's all digital, you know. It's
true.
I'm dating myself horribly, I know.
Well, that's even post channels turning to the American flag and the national anthem at the end of the day.
What do you mean they stopped broadcast? What?
Yeah, kid, back in the day, TV channels like did not broadcast 24 hours a day.
Nuts. Cartoons only came on Saturdays, and that was from like 6 a.m. until noon.
Yeah,
that was it.
And then bowling came on.
Yeah, or golf.
Yeah. And that's when you knew you had to leave the house.
Yeah.
That's basically when I met Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday mornings, NBC.
That's right. I remember that one. You remember, this is really, really old. They had the Thing cartoon where he had the Thing ring, do your thing. And he would do that and turn into the Thing. You guys remember that? That's old, really old.
I don't remember that. No.
It was a teenager Ben Grimm that turned into the Thing that way. It was
Lord.
Really goofy. You're gonna have to like totally Google that after this, aren't you?
Yeah.
What I remember is like after that, Spider-Man and his amazing friends, they had that Hulk cartoon. I think I've discussed this before, but he would turn into the Hulk. But then when we would turn back in the banner, like his shirt would magically reappear.
Yeah.
Pants weren't ripped, nothing.
Now, Spider-Man is amazing. Not to get too off topic before we jump or dive into this very long issue, but where his amazing friends? That I've never seen those guys together in a comic book. You know, like Spider-Man and Iceman and Firelord. Was that
Firestar?
Firestar. Yeah.
Well, Firestar. I mean, Iceman was the original X-Man, right? So they just grabbed him from Marvel Comics. But Firestar was created for the cartoon, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think. And then they later brought her into yeah. Because I think originally, didn't they wanted Iceman and the Human Torch, and for some reason, I don't know if it was like a rights thing or something, they couldn't get Human Torch. So like, oh hey, why don't we actually do like a girl? Maybe get some here.
Yeah.
Well, and don't forget Miss Lion.
Oh, the dog. Yeah. Oh my lord! Dan Slott massacred them during the original Spider-Verse crossover.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah, the bad guys were like marching through multiple realities, and yeah, they basically they're like, you are so innocent, you can't even understand that what we're doing to you. That's a lot.
Well, let's get into Spider-Man and his amazing friends in this episode.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if there's any Spider-Man even in here, but...
Because we're going to do issue 4, and then we'll do like a quick summary of issues 5 and 6, since Quasar really doesn't play a part in those. Yeah. Except to reappear.
Mm-hmm. After the cosmic reset button is pressed.
All right. Yeah. I think isn't Star Fox like the big narrator through most of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, Will, do you want to read that?
Okay, sure.
All right. I'll do Thanos again. Kona, you want to take Mephisto? Who's the other big ones in this? All right. All right. How about this? I'll take Thanos and Adam Warlock. Matt, you take Mephisto and the Surfer.
Okay.
And I think everyone else basically only has like 1 or 2 lines, dialogue. So.
Okay. All right. So I will start off with good old Eros of Titan. All right. So, when we left off last issue, everybody was about to attack Thanos.
Yes.
And now everybody's attacking Thanos. So here we go.
we get that splash page on the first page. Yeah, it's like Eric Masterson, Thor, Iron Man, Firelord, and Namor just like flying at Thanos as he has a big toothy grin.
My brother Thanos is insane. He beholds 4 of the Earth's mightiest heroes, Thor, Firelord, Namor, and Iron Man, pouncing to the attack. And what does he do?
Oh, sorry.
He doesn't do that. The madman smiles. But maybe he has good reason to.
We seen like Namor, Namor's diving at him, Thor's throwing the hammer, Firelord and Iron Man are firing at him, and again we see another snap.
Mm-hmm. Power is the one thing Thanos has in abundance. The power to freeze Earth's defenders in time. It appears this conflict will not live up to expectations. Will not be a cosmic, I can't even read that, cosmic...
battle on the edge of the universe.
Yes.
Yeah,
cosmic battle on the edge of the universe.
Because the title's like the full page, but it's just like the outline of the letters. Like you can see right through them. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see.
And there's our boy, Quasar, in the B.
Yeah.
It's the place to be.
Yes.
Okay, this issue is by Jim Starlin writer, Ron Lim and George Perez pencils, Joseph Rubenstein with Bruce N. Solotoff inks, Sheely and Laughlin colors, Greg Anderson editor, Jack Morelli letters, and Tom DeFalco editor-in-chief. Of courage, Thanos has spared his entourage the indignity of being ripped loose from the time flow. Mephisto, Mistress Death, Nebula, Taraxia, and myself, Eros. Even the enigmatic Watcher was spared. What use is godhood if you have no audience to flaunt it before?
You just see all these heroes frozen. Scarlet Witch and her hex powers frozen. Cyclops, Wolverine, Captain America, She-Hulk, Spider-Man's in midair. He leaped in midair. Alright, this is Thanos. He's walking through the frozen heroes. Are these the best the universe could send against me? Such a puny force. With but a thought I could terminate their annoying existences.
There are two others you might wish to include in your thoughts, my lord. The mortal known as the Silver Surfer.
And my one-time comrade, Adam Warlock, returned to plague me in a new body. They seem to be the only two entities in the galaxy intelligent enough not to challenge my omnipotence. Still, they should be dispatched with the rest.
My lord Thanos, stay thy hands. The unseemly interpretation may just be opportunity disguised.
Speak your mind, Mephisto.
You have power without limits, yet still you fail to win Mistress Death's heart. These buffoons may prove useful in changing that situation.
How so?
Courage, my liege. All female hearts, even one as cold as death's, are warmed by the sight of raw courage. Courage such as is exhibited in battle.
But such bravery only exists when one faces the prospect of death, meaning that standard will require balancing the terms of battles so these fools stood a chance of victory.
Something not beyond your ability to arrange.
Yes, I could do it. I need only cut myself off from all sensory input from time, space, reality, thought, and the soul. I would retain limitless power, yet not know my enemy's next move. That would allow them a 0.05% chance for victory.
Not the greatest odds in the universe, but perhaps good enough to impress Mistress Death.
What game is Mephisto playing here? It was most subtly done, but that devil just saved the lives of Earth's heroes, and engineered the possibility of Thanos' defeat. The Master of Deceit is playing upon the confusion Thanos is experiencing adjusting to his newly elevated state of being. It seems the forces of life have a most unlikely comrade. Who? Oh, it's only Nebula.
The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead Nebula, yes.
It's so prepared to witness cosmic warfare never before seen under these stars, mistress. My diminished capacity now turns this conflict into a true test of nerves and battle skills.
A masterful plan, sire. I do believe I saw a gleam in Mistress Death's eyes. Mistress Death's eyes.
Then let that gleam be fanned to a roaring flame. Let the battle begin! And
Time resumes its normal flow with bone jarring results. We see Repulsor Blast, Thor's Hammer, Firelord, and Namor all knock the crap out of some masonry.
yeah, Namor went first in the wall. And then we see Drax and the Hulk reach for Thanos.
Then the unbelievable occurs. Drax the Destroyer and the monstrous Hulk take Thanos by surprise. He truly has dampened his cosmic senses. Thanos is actually playing by the rules. How out of character. Love and godhood truly have befuddled his reason. Yet do even these mighty warriors stand a chance against Thanos' vast powers? I doubt it. They are but bothersome fleas to Thanos.
He's like standing up the punches from both Drax and the Hulk at the same time, and then he eye blasts Drax like off his floating Castle Grayskull. So the Hulk's just smashing him. So this is the hotshot who wants to destroy the universe? Doesn't look like much to me. This creep isn't even trying to defend himself, as the Hulk just keeps punching him. And just like in the movie, this is Professor Hulk. So they got that. They were accurate on that part. Easiest battle I ever. And that's when the Hulk looks up and Thanos has grown giant. What? How? Though their cause is
though their cause is hopeless, I must hand it to Earth's defenders. Their battle strategy is first-rate and flawlessly executed. A lesser foe would surely fall before their assault. But not Thanos.
Amazing. I would never have suspected such an avenue of attack.
Of course, it's Captain America who leads this fighting force.
And then we see Cap saying, it looks like we've got Thanos confused. Pour it on the power. Follow the plan. And he's thinking, and hopefully a few of us might survive.
Vain hopes. I can already sense Thanos adjusting to his situation, taking control of the battle. She-Hulk and Namor must be merciless if they hope to prevail.
We see Thanos and Adam Warlock and Silver Surfer. How goes the battle?
As expected, I should be with my friends, fighting by their side.
That would be utter folly.
And why is that?
Because you have a major role to play in this little game.
Which is?
All in due time, Surfer. What you don't know, Thanos won't stumble upon.
Doesn't that same risk exist with him reading your mind?
No. Thanos knows me. He'll not risk such a distraction while in the midst of battle.
Thanos has narrowed the scope of his godhood just as he was beginning to adjust to it. His mind must be reeling from the changes. Of course, that makes him no less dangerous.
Away from me, you clowns, as he slaps away Namor and She-Hulk. And then we see She-Hulk saying, Namor, something growing where Thanos touched us. And Namor's like, quickly, remove it.
Oh, sorry, Namor. My brother would never lay a trap so easily evaded. To your sorrow, there are truths that cannot be denied. He is Thanos, and his name means death.
Like booger, a giant booger just like enveloping them.
Wait, no, it's shades of Avengers, the collection obsession. Sorry.
Not that too, people.
Too soon.
The old campaigner in Thanos begins to return. This type of battle has always been his forte. Any hope I foolishly held of Earth's heroes triumphing quickly fades. Yet hope never dies. It is a universal condition within the species. Unfortunately, treachery also resides in some hearts.
Because we see Dr. Doom come flying up, but then Thanos takes Thor's hammer right to the chest. Never goes for the head.
Never.
I mean, this is Eric Masterson, but still. And as he calls the hammer back, he's like, Dr. Doom, back off. You're in the way. And Doom's just saying, the gauntlet. It will be mine, as he reaches for it. But then,
such greed always creates its own reward. Doom tastes the bitter nectar of Thanos' wrath. Fortunately, his armor's defensive system save him from suffering a total defeat and destruction. But once again, a valuable lesson goes unappreciated.
Because Thanos just knocks him away in a giant fireball. But he gets up in his charred armor. I will not be denied those gems.
Oh, and there's Quasar. Hey!
Yeah. Yep. And Thor's throwing the hammer again.
While one who has always known such truth fights on despite all odds, and in turn discovering new, more horrifying realities. A teleportational portal conjured up by the power supreme.
And we see Eric Masterson thinking, without my hammer, I'll revert to plain old Eric Masterson in a mere 60 seconds. We'll get more into this next episode. And he's thinking, I have to make every moment count. He just starts punching Thanos.
So savage is the Thunder God's attack that even mighty Thanos is momentarily taken aback. Sadly, spirit will only carry one so far in an encounter such as this. Power is the only capital honored in this high-stakes game. And Thor was the highest card in our hand.
And Thanos just throws Thor again off the platform as Firelord starts blasting him. 'Tis Firelord, yet another of Galactus's heralds, is it not? And Firelord, whose power shall put an end to this madness? And Thanos, highly unlikely, my boastful friend, as he smacks him away.
Then the truly unexpected happens. The miraculous. He is one of the X-Men, goes by the name of Wolverine. Of all the combatants, he would have been one of the last I thought capable of delivering the death blow.
Because he buries his claws in Thanos' chest.
And they just stare at each other.
Mm-hmm.
But then my hopes plummet from the mountain heights to the depths of the dark valley.
Yeah, see Wolverine cried in pain. Yarg!
Adamantium bone transformed into spongy rubber, and the most vicious of Earth's defenders flops to the ground, helpless. Flops to the ground. I forgot that part.
I know. And Thanos is just standing there. No holes in his chest, nothing.
The tangled mess of Wolverine.
It's even worse than when Magneto ripped the adamantium out of him.
Yeah.
Thanos is saying, Doom, you return for another shot at my gauntlet? And Doom says, only death will stay my hand. Thanos, that could be arranged. And who is this? Is that the
Eternity.
Oh,
it's Eternity.
Eternity? Okay, yeah. Because he's kind of blended in with space. We grow restless and wish to join the battle. And Adam Warlock says, not yet. Now be gone before Thanos senses your presence.
Warlock, that is mighty eternity you speak to.
Just another piece on the game board as far as I'm concerned.
That's truly all this is to you, isn't it? A game?
If I allow it to be any more than that, it could not go on.
My heart is deeply touched by the valor I witness here this day. The might the Scarlet Witch and Cyclops wield is nothing compared to Thanos' power. They know this, yet still they press the attack. Although she kind of kicked his butt in, yeah, whatever. Alright. Thanos turns his attention first to lovely Wanda. Her mutant hex power easily fall before his will. That's okay. I avert my eyes. I have no wish to remember such horror.
She seems like blow up.
Yeah.
We see Cyclops still blasting screaming, Wanda! And now my bright-eyed foe, Thanos says, we shall. And
a masterful move cutting off the force beam when least expected. My brother pitches forward off balance, and the Avenger Iron Man swoops in for the kill. Unfortunately, the metallic warrior's naked power is not equal to his battle prowess. Then Thanos' newly created perfect woman, Taraxia, joins the fray. The mad god allows her to vent her anger and frustration on the Golden Avenger. My brother sets his sights on the X-Man Cyclops. A clear block of force envelops the mutant's head, cutting off his force beam in midstream, and cutting off oxygen to the warrior. Captain America rushes to the fallen mutant's aid while a once successful ploy is tried again. But Thanos never falls for the same attack twice. And yet, another valiant soul falls.
yes, because Vision tried to phase through him, and it was his head in the movie, but just like in Infinity War, Thanos just rips part of him out. He's ripping wires out of his chest here.
Mm-hmm.
Then we see Thor floating there in space, just a little further, almost there. And then we see a flash of light, and he's changed back to Eric Masterson, but he grabs the edge. I made it!
But perhaps too late. For the mystic spell Doctor Strange cast so the Thunder God could breathe in the depth of dark space apparently does not extend to this mortal Eric Masterson.
Mm-hmm. And then we see Cap kneeling over Cyclops. He's dead! You murdered him, you cold-blooded monster! And Thanos, such an emotional outburst. Not at all what I expected from the legendary Captain America.
Unless it serves to create a clever diversion, the being known as Cloak draws the crazed Titan into the ebon folds of his cape.
Into
a dark and fearful dimension.
And Cap's like, you did it, Cloak, but can you hold him? And Cloak's like, don't know. No! And then Cloak seems to blow up as well. Supremacy cannot be imprisoned. My divinity is absolute. And Cap's like, yours is a false godhood, Titan, and all false gods eventually fall. Or are toppled. Okay, Firelord comes up behind him.
Thanos laughs at their defiance, and I am chilled to the soul, for there is unholy truth in that insane howl.
That's still you.
Oh, wait, yeah. Yes, he's sitting in the chair. Sorry, I couldn't see there. Mistress Death knows this. I can see it in her eyes. She has no doubt of this conflict's outcome. No battle is this, just slaughter to feed an already oversized ego. The only person not fascinated by this outrage is my grandniece, poor Nebula. For her shattered body and mind are beyond all caring. She is but another twisted creation of Thanos' black soul and infinite power. He made her the charred caricature on the brink she now is. She would be far better off dead. Still, some dreams refuse to die.
As we see Thor's hammer come flying back in, and it lands on the platform.
Some souls never know when the cause is lost.
And Eric Masterson, with his last gasp, jumps on the hammer and transforms back into Thor.
Such ignorance can be truly awe-inspiring.
Okay, I don't know if that's a error there, because I believe when Eric Masterson transforms, doesn't the hammer transform back into a cane? Like back in the Don Blake days?
I think so, yeah. I don't know how that... Yeah. A time portal opens, and mighty Firelord and Drax the Destroyer find its pull irresistible. They fall lost within Earth's prehistoric past.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
That's right.
And then we see Taraxia, who I guess has decapitated Iron Man, because, or at least got his helmet, because she's playing with the helmet. Thanos, my love, I have dispatched the metal-clad nuisance that pestered you. And he says, my thanks, Taraxia. You proved to be exactly what I had hoped for. A woman who shares the same values I do. One, I might even come to, what? As he gets some webbing in the face. And Spider-Man comes swinging in and kicks him in the head. He's all yours, Thor. I'll take care of the bimbo. And she just yells, grow. Grow. And then we see, now finally Thor goes for the head. He throws the hand at Thanos' head. You're in for it, madman. You've laid waste to half a universe. A blacker deed I cannot imagine. It's time to pay the piper.
That's it, Thor. Stay not your hand. Thanos must die, or all is lost.
And we see Nova flying overhead yell, good God, Thanos has turned Thor into glass, which he has.
A grim, bottomless acceptance of our fate finally claims me. Thanos is inevitable. All light is lost. All that is left are tears, and the echoes of dreams shattered.
And we see Nova come flying down and is punching Thanos in the head. Back off, prune face. No one's busting up Thor while Nova's around. And Thanos says, not round, square. Squares and cubes. Like a child's toy blocks. And he turns Nova into child's blocks.
Oh, wait. Echoes. Yeah, sorry, echoes.
And that's when Thanos, wow, punches
shatters.
Punches glass Thor. I said glass Thor, not glass Thor. Finally, I don't know what he's been doing this whole time. Finally get the Quasar. Turn and face me, Thanos. And he says, finally, the reserves have been called in. You are Quasar, the late Captain Marvel's replacement. And our boy says, in order of the quantum bands, they shall prove to be your downfall. And then what happens again?
He doesn't even get like a shot off on him.
No, he doesn't even get to shoot him.
The quantum bands have infinite power. The Infinity Gauntlet has all kinds of other powers too, but they have infinite power.
I guess he just detonated. Thanos just detonates the bands because, again, Quasar loses his hands.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you did there, Starlin, yeah. But I'm just why didn't he try to bubble him up right away?
Or siphon power. Bubble and depower. I
mean, he's already encountered Thanos once in Quasar 26. You think he might have come up with some ideas.
Uh-huh.
So yes, Quasar's looking at his smoking stumps. Thanos says, you suffer, Quasar. Quasar's, not again. Suffer from unwarranted delusions of grandeur. I guess vaporizes them?
Echoes.
You said that twice.
I know.
And that's when we see Captain America. It's not over till the fat lady sings, Thanos. He says, surely you jest. Never been any good at stand-up routines. Don't call me Shirley. We're organizing a cosmic assault, I see. We tried. We see Adam Warlock says, ready yourself.
Now?
On my call. And then we see Cap walking in right up to Thanos, getting nose to nose. As long as one man stands against you, Thanos, you'll never be able to claim victory. It says noble sentiments from one who's about to die.
Thanos is going to kill him.
Wait. And Cap says, I live my life by those sentiments. They're well worth dying for. And he goes, huh? as two hands reach up out of the floor and grab him by the ankles. Die you shall, Thanos says, as he's beating on the shield, and he shatters the shield.
Shades of Endgame.
Mm-hmm. Thanos is always pleased to honor such a foolish request.
Echoes.
Again.
Again.
And Adam Warlock screams, "Now!" We see the Surfer just go taking off. Super speed, and it looks like Thanos is preparing to death blow for Cap. And the Surfer's reaching out, and...
The Surfer misses his mark, and Thanos retains his godhood. The echoes of failed plans and good intentions wasted in futile acts. Nothing remains of hope. Nothing remains but sweet oblivion and an end to this nightmare.
Thanos just backhands Cap out of the way. What have I been doing? Must have been out of my mind. They came so close. I nearly lost it all. Let me once again be all that I can be and join the army. I will myself back to full power. I wish this battlefield cleared of all remnants of the folly I nearly allowed. And then we see everything disappear. All the dead heroes and stuff. For I sense a far greater struggle about to begin. And we see Adam Warlock standing over on an asteroid further away. We tried to do this the easy way and failed. Now begins the conflict I strove to avoid. It may well prove to be the battle the universe cannot survive. Eternity, it is now your turn.
Despite my best efforts, I cannot shut my eyes to the awesome sight no mortal was ever meant to see. Armageddon commences in but seconds, and I have a front row seat for the event. I pray my end comes quickly, for the universe is about to become a place I no longer wish to be a part of.
Because all those big cosmic figures, who do we see? Last issue?
We've got Celestial. So left to right, we got Celestials, Lord, Master Order, and Lord Chaos, the Stranger.
In-Betweener?
That's got to be the In-Betweener, yeah. No more Celestials.
Galactus.
Galactus.
Is that was it
Lady? She's personification of love. I can't remember what her.
Yeah, hold on, I'm going back. The mysterious embodiments of love and hate.
Yeah, love and hate. Yeah,
yeah.
And that's Uatu, I guess.
Yeah, the Watcher's saying back there. Yeah, we know he's going to do a lot.
He's going to have a lot to see.
But yeah, since that's the last, Quasar really participates, and boy, did he do a lot. I figured we would just briefly summarize issues 5 and 6. I mean,
I had forgotten that it came down to Cap and Thanos, so they were pretty faithful to the Infinity Gauntlet in Avengers Endgame.
I know. All they're missing is I can do this all day.
Yeah.
Oh, he should have picked up the hammer.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd already done it in the comics by now.
That's true.
But issue 5 is basically the big cosmic battle with Thanos and all the cosmic entities. But then Thanos gets betrayed.
Oh, shock of all shocks.
The Walking Dead, Nebula grabs the gauntlet off him and steals the power. So then basically in the end, Thanos has to team up with all the heroes.
The powers unleashed in the initial clash are beyond power of words to describe. Yeah, the Watcher's just like...
Okay, here's what I don't remember, because in the end, I mean, okay, spoilers, because we're not going to be getting into those issues. I mean, Adam Warlock gets the gauntlet.
Yes.
And basically, first, Nebula still has the power. She sets everything back 24 hours, which brings everyone back. And so they basically, they wiped the slate clean, like we were hinting at before. It's not like the movie where they kept the 5-year gap.
Yeah, this is a complete cosmic reset.
Yeah, because everyone has all their own books and can't be doing all these alterations of people's books. But I mean, I'm trying to remember, because by the time Infinity War comes around, was it
it was Warlock and the Infinity Watch. Each of them.
But weren't the gems turned off even or something?
Each one of them had a guardian. Moondragon got the mind. Mm-hmm. Warlock had the soul. Drax had the was it power? I think he had the power one.
Because I'm trying to remember, I mean, we'll get there, but in Infinity War, doesn't Warlock have to go to the Living Tribunal to ask permission to
Oh, because they couldn't be formed as a gauntlet. He turned that off, yeah. or I think
And the sixth gem was hidden, right?
there was some unknown caretaker, which was of course Thanos.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Farmer Thanos.
So thoughts on this? Okay. Here's a good question. Who did it better, the comic or the movie?
If it were any other story, I would probably say the comic.
Yeah.
But
even a Bendis story?
Well, it depends on the Bendis story. I'm not anti-Bendis.
I know.
Don't like a lot of the things he did to the Avengers.
I said it many times. I'll keep saying it till the day I die. I think Bendis works best when he stays like street level, and but once he starts going too cosmic, and the writing gets.
But yeah, I think Endgame. I mean, just for the on your left, when Cap's shield is shattered, he's standing there, the last man standing. Yeah. Then the thing I didn't like in Endgame was that full-powered Iron Man with his nanotech, which was a freaking awesome armor.
Mm-hmm.
God level, Skyfather God Thor level, and Captain America with Mjolnir, which is Storm God level. Mm-hmm. 3 of them together could not take Thanos. I don't think Thanos is that powerful. I really don't. That's the only thing that really bothered me about that.
Well, Thor had let himself go.
You mean the great Thorbowski?
But yeah, no, I just like the movie that there were repercussions, because even though everyone came back, there still was that
gap. Yeah,
they didn't go back, to the exact second Thanos snapped.
Yeah, I like the movie too. I mean, this was cool to read as a kid. There's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, yeah. There were a lot of characters that I wasn't that into, or that I wasn't that well versed in at the time. But I mean, this issue itself does a pretty good job of showing the kind of weird Warlock and Silver Surfer plan, and then it not working out is pretty devastating, and something that you don't see a lot in comics. You expect it. All right, the plan, it's built up, and oh no. Oh, what? 2 more issues? Oh, jeez. So, I like that little rug pulling out twist.
The thing about Infinity Gauntlet is, as soon as they started making wholesale, drastic changes to the Earth, you're like, this is either a what if, or it's going to get undone. It loses. They're not going to end the Marvel Universe because of this series. So, things have to go back to normal at some point, right? Whatever that normal is.
And I think then it became like an almost annual event that was like, Infinity Gauntlet must have been good. Let's do Infinity War or Infinity
Crusade.
Yes.
Infinity Toast. Sorry.
But Matt said there were characters he wasn't familiar with. I'm like, yeah, you and Starlin.
Yeah, true.
I'm like, again, I mean, we always say this, but why Quasar should have just tried to bubble him up and quantum jump him. I mean, but I guess the whole dump him in the quantum zone wouldn't have worked because Thanos could have teleport. But I don't know. Does the gauntlet work outside the universe though?
I think it's specific to the Marvel, this 616 universe.
Yeah.
This Marvel universe. I think each reality has its own, not necessarily gauntlet, but the gems inside the gauntlet.
Yeah. So is the quantum zone an alternate reality, or is it like?
I think it's like. Didn't Quasar describe it as the infrastructure of the Marvel universe? It's kind of like an underlay. And if I remember, in Avengers versus JLA, the Gauntlet was assembled and in the DC universe, and it was like, what is this piece of crap? It doesn't work.
I think they did that in some of the later Avengers stories. Was it Hickman or whatever? Yeah, I think that the gems only work in their
universe. Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say is the quantum zone considered part of the 616?
I think so, because it's got to be so closely attached, because it's the realm of all potential energy for the Marvel universe. I would think every universe has its own quantum zone. I don't know.
Well, yeah, in this multiverse,
but when you get into the larger omniverse, who knows? Right?
Yeah, what's an omniverse? Stay tuned. So
I'm not well versed in all of these verses, so I don't know.
You're unversed, not universed.
No.
oh,
But yeah, Nebula getting the gauntlet.
I know that was a weird twist. I mean, in the comic it makes sense, but then in the movie, she was actually like working with them. Well, present Nebula, past Nebula was still.
Mm-hmm. And then you actually get something from Thanos. I thought, darn it. He goes, and alone, for I had not the foresight to create Taraxia capable of surviving deep space without the aid of my now forfeited godly powers. I shall miss her.
Oh yeah, this is where we get the whole imagery at the at the end of issue 6. Farmer Thanos.
Yes. And then of course the Surfer's gonna try to kick his butt. That's something that's, I guess it bothers me a little bit. I think Abnett and Lanning tried to kind of restore the sheer power of the Heralds of Galactus.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Nova, they're like, hey, that's Herald level. I'm not up there. I'm really powerful, but I'm not up there. But here, a Herald is just like, whatever. Thanos just deals with them, and that's...
Who are you? What Fantastic Four? Away with you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then I'm trying to remember, because I don't think they say it here, but later on, don't they say, does Adam Warlock, wipe everyone's memory, or at least the heroes of Earth, so they don't remember this whole thing? Or
I think so, because, Taraxia, Nebula resets at 24 hours, so that part never happened.
Yeah.
But
because I think during Infinity War, a lot of them don't remember, Gauntlet happened. Wait till we get to Infinity War. Well,
that's right.
Although it'll be a while because first we got to get through Galactic Storm. Yeah.
Galactic Storm. Yeah, it's good.
There's a storm brewing.
Gotta do 19 weeks of that. Yeah. Some good stuff coming.
And Warlock basically, shocks Thanos. I know you know as no other being in the universe does, because he was in the Soul Gem while Thanos had it.
Yes.
You let Nebula wrest the Infinity Gems from you, just as you allowed Captain Marvel to shatter the Cosmic Cube. And that poor Thanos, he's just so sad right there,
But I think we discussed this in an episode or two back. But I think you even said, doesn't it seem like Starlin has no respect for Quasar?
Yeah.
Or at least no knowledge of him. It seems like.
Yeah, which was...
Can't get the darn costume right.
And Grunwald was still alive at this point. I mean, heck, Quasar had just finished its best story. Cosmos and Collision had just wrapped while this was coming out, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, I don't know.
And then, meanwhile, in this story, he doesn't even get a shot in on things.
Mm-hmm.
Wolverine gets more of a
more screen time. Yeah.
Well, of course.
He is, But the Submariner gets more screen time.
Yeah, man, he headbutted that wall like a boss.
He did. He totally did.
So, any more thoughts, Mr. Kona?
No. It was kind of fun going back down memory road for the for this, and after seeing Endgame not too long ago, and but Endgame just nailed it so hard.
It did.
So out of the park. It's almost weird being like, what's Wolverine doing? Come on, what's he doing there?
Yeah, weird covering these issues because we're used to being on a personal level with Quasar and stuff, and there's so many characters in this. Yeah,
and Quasar just briefly failing before he even gets a chance.
Yeah, that's kind of like his tenure in the Avengers when there was just so many characters that they didn't really do much with him, and they definitely didn't use him like Grunwald used him, in his abilities. He had a standard operating procedure.
Well, I guess it's they kind of had to treat him like Superman in the Justice League. He can't do everything.
Yeah.
There's stuff for the other guys to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did get his one solo Avenger issue.
That's true. Acts of Vengeance, that's right.
There was a lot of That's a good analogy. Superman and Justice League. Yeah.
I got to the part in issue 6 here where Nebula says, "With the exception that I retain possession of the Infinity Gauntlet, let everything else be as it was 24 hours ago."
Yep.
Boom.
Yep.
And Quasar's back. Hey, there he is. Right there.
Yep.
He appears in a panel.
His office, yeah. Iron Man has his head back, yeah. Hulk sitting in the bar. We see people on the street come back.
Yeah, everything's back.
But yeah, just some of those like cosmic, like all the cosmic entities, because then they're fighting Nebula too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, and then get Gamora flirt with Iron Man.
Yeah. And Nebula going after all the bad guys.
Gamora doesn't even know Iron Man's a billionaire at this point because people back in the day, Tony Stark did have a secret identity.
He also had a bodyguard.
Yes, Iron Man was supposedly his bodyguard. Yeah, like they did early in the first Iron Man movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the Iron Man suit does guard his body, so it's kind of a loophole.
I think wasn't it around the first Armor Wars? Yeah, people found out he was Iron Man, but then like he built a new suit. He's like, yeah, no, it's a new guy in there.
Yeah, the original one died. Yeah,
outsourced.
Oh yeah, the original Iron Man died. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, like when he rejoins the West Coast Avengers, they're like, "Tony's that you in there? I can't tell you."
I don't know. The voice sounds the same. Whatever.
Then he would say stuff only Tony Stark would know as one of the original Avengers, and like Hank Pym or someone to be like, I know it's Tony in there, but we can't call him out on it.
Yeah. Oh, you see this 2-page spread here of Nebula entombing all of the great powers of the universe.
Oh yeah, yeah. Much more creative than Thanos.
That being said, I was pretty pumped when this came out. I remember buying it, thinking, wow, this is pretty awesome. I mean, George Perez doing the art, then you get Ron Lim doing the art. It's a good series.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think it stands up to Cosmos.
Yeah, and I don't even remembered having that many crossovers because, I guess Spider-Man might have had one, but it's really doesn't take place. It's off to the side of this story, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the Hulk. There's 2 Hulk issues that were crossover for this. Yeah, the Hulk kind of disappear. When Thanos kind of shoots the Hulk away and he lands on Earth, and he's been shrunk. He's only a couple inches tall. He's still trying to beat the crap out of the Abomination.
Yep.
He just crawls in his ear and starts punching. Yeah, this very weird. And I think, we had Secret Wars and stuff like that, but I think the Infinity Gauntlet kind of kicked off the, hey, we needed an event every year, Every year. Now it seems like one ends.
6 months.
Not even. I think one begins before this last one ends.
Uh-huh.
But yes, for those of you who enjoyed Eric Masterson Thor, stay tuned next week. We'll be doing Thor 437.
Yes. Masterson.
Quasar, Eric Masterson, everyone's favorite Hercules. Yeah.
And then we get the Thanos Scarecrow imagery at the end of this issue.
Yep. But yeah, the next couple of weeks can be kind of different, because Thor issue next week, and then the week after that's going to be that one where we cover the Alpha Flight issues and that one Captain America that kind of ties into Quasar 28.
Yep.
Because after that, we'll get the Quasar 28.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the what if issue, and then.
Oh yeah, Wondering the Worlds of What If. I love that cover too. That is an awesome cover. And
we're actually doing a what if issue that we see in there that kind of Quasar plays a big part in.
Wonder which one that could be.
Uh-huh. And we're going to talk some Starbrand and Quasar 31.
Mm-hmm. Which is awesome.
After that, it's Galactic Storm.
And I'm going to put this out there. The best cover of the entire Quasar series is Quasar 32.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
basically
Marvel.
Facing off against basically the Legion of Superheroes, right? Which is the Shi'ar Imperial Guard.
Yeah.
Which is just an awesome cover.
Oh, did you hear the Legion of Superheroes is coming back, Will?
Yes, I did, and I'm
I'm gonna read it.
cautiously optimistic.
Oh, so you didn't hear who's going to be working on that?
I did. I'm willing to give it a shot. We'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm willing to give it a shot.
Although that Quasar 34 cover is pretty good. It's pretty nice too.
Which one is that? The sun?
The one with him holding binary.
Yeah, coming out of the sun. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Because kids, there was a brief period of time when Carol Danvers was not Miss Marvel or Captain Marvel.
Or binary. She was also Warbird in the Avengers.
Yeah, but I mean, she kind of had her Miss Marvel powers and the costume. She's called herself a different name. Yeah, no, she had like...
She had the weird cosmic-y binary powers.
Basically.
You know, they call it her binary form in the movie, I think, is what they, you know.
I think, and like basically her head was on fire and stuff, but...
Mm-hmm.
And I think she still retains some of that where she can like collect energy and whatever.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, she saves the world.
What's that coming in? Quasar? No.
Which is, you know, kind of cool because even though it was his book, he didn't have to be the one he didn't always have to be the hero, you know? Yeah. Which is kind of cool.
But hopefully, I mean, Comic-Con's next week. Hopefully we get some news. Hopefully we get some Guardians 3 news. Hopefully we hear what we want to hear.
Yeah, which would be a Wendell Von Quasar.
Yes! Quasar and Beta Ray Bill.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I'm still surprised that, I mean, we've only ever had the Silver Surfer in that Fantastic Four movie.
Oh, yeah, because that was Fox. So Fox had the rights to the Surfer, so...
But now it's...
Oh. Are they going to replace most of that team? Could we get like a Silver Surfer, Beta Ray Bill, Quasar?
We could get the Annihilators.
Yeah.
Oh, the Shiora. Yeah, Gladiators would be able to play then too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, we could even, if they could probably just, at this point, Disney could probably just buy the rights to ROM Space Knight, and boom, we get a ROM Space Knight too.
Oh, we could get Moondragon. Hey, come on. Bald chick in a bikini is going to sell tickets, people.
That's right.
All right. So, anything else?
I got nothing.
All
I
right.
think we're good.
This has been your Infinity Gauntlet crossover. Again, join us next time for the Mighty Thor 437.
Which is an awesome issue.
Quasar on the cover. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And remember, join us then for the vocal skills of one Mr. Matt Kona.
I'll verily try my best.
Verily.
Verily.
The Prince of Power. All
I'll
right.
wear another tank top next week.
And a loincloth.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the camera's high enough. We'll wink.
Sure.
All right. Master of the Quantum Zone, Will Allred. Where can people find you online?
They can find me at Wallred. That's WALLRED on Twitter and Gmail and Facebook, all those places. They can find my self-published work, Diary of Night, at diaryofnight.com, and they can always find cool stuff at quantumzone.org.
I mean, I don't know how much you want to say, but did I see, are you working on something else? I mean, I know we always talk about Diary of Night, but you're working on something else, right?
Yeah, I'm working with an editor right now to get the scripts into shape for something I hope to launch later this year. We'll see how it goes.
So yeah, people subscribe to the newsletter and everything, and
learn about cosmic background radiation.
All right, Sexy Beast Matt Kona. Where can people find you online?
I am at Matt Kona, MATTKONA, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. No farmers only. And yeah, that's about it. Some YouTube. I have a YouTube page. And listen to my wife's podcast, Where Are You Really From? With Yael Kapish. And if you live in Somerville, go to her show at the Rockwell Theater on July 18th at 9 p.m.
Look at him turning his head. She's right there.
Huh? Oh, yeah. If you live in Chicago, there's Soshin, you live in Indiana. Just drive there August 20th. 26th. Okay. Leave on the 20th, get there on the 26th. I'm saying this all under my own free will.
Just keep turning right, Soshin. You'll get there.
Yeah.
Oh, and you guys always forget to mention Greetings from Cybertron.
Yeah.
Awesome
We're recording an
Transformers
episode Thursday.
Yes.
It'll be up by now on YouTube.
But yeah, check out the YouTube. They're all on there. But yeah, we missed a week or two, but we'll get back on course.
Yes.
All right. Is that it, Mrs. Kona?
That's it. That is it.
All right. And again, if you want to contact us, like Soshin or Ray, email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow Quantum Zone on Facebook, and join our Quasar fan page, Facebook fan page, Eon's Closet.
Which is the best name ever.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Way better than Veronica's Closet, starring Chris Galley. Stick up in the 90s.
Or Plato's Closet.
Or Kelly's Closet, certainly.
And follow us on Twitter at Quantum Zone Pod. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram. The voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And check out Work in Progress. Thanos cannot snap it away. It will grow. capesandlunatics.org. All right. Again, thank you, everyone. Come back next time. See if you're worthy to pick up the hammer. See if you're worthy to pick up 437. And one of these upcoming weeks, we're going to get Ray on here.
Yes.
Sounds like those scrolls. But oh yeah, when I was on Into the Night, and remember, check out Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast, episode 103. He was raving about the he loves Quantum Zone and Man Little's Ultimate Spider Cast.
He is a man of excellent taste.
That's right. You know, he loves our show. The only thing he disagrees with is he liked that collection obsession.
Yeah. I thought it was fine. I thought we just talked about it for way too long.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess you just sit there and read through it in one reading.
A month and a half is too long to talk about the collection. It's too long to obsess over the collection obsession.
All right. We love our fans. And remember, Quantum Zoners, keep it quantum.